here, your coach with the most intensity, integrity, and insomnia in the game today. But better than that, I'm your boy, your nephew, M.A. Double T. Wanted to drop some serious knowledge on you today. 3 massive tips for you door-to-door salesmen out there that will automatically get you in the door. Okay? Number 1, you got to get to your local or community chamber of commerce. It's vital that you do that. Make an introduction. Get a map, whether you know the area or you don't know the area, and be communicative with either the representatives of the chamber, or if you can, seek out the director of the Chamber of Commerce. This is key because they'll lead you to business owners, business people, and you're going to gain a wealth of knowledge of third-party validation for people in that particular community to represent you with familiarity. More importantly, you're going to now become part of the rotation of conversation because the Chamber of Commerce will then say, hey, I had a conversation with Matt Crane with XYZ Insurance. He's going to be in town talking to so many different people. And that's going to create, okay, familiarity. It's very, very important that you understand that being familiar with your surroundings allows your surroundings to be familiar with you, okay? Second thing, all right? Actually, guys, we're going to go longer than 3 tips, so let me do this. 5 tips, okay? 5 tips. Tip number 2, after you make that introduction at the Chamber of Commerce and get your map, immediately go and introduce yourself to the chief of police, the first responders, if you can, the mayor, and then also I would say introduce yourself to several high-level business owners in the community. Here's what's going to happen. When you introduce yourself to the police officer and the first responders, okay, you're immediately going to calm, okay, the fear that you're a creeper, okay, or that you're a scam artist, right? So what I would suggest that you do is you go in and you seek out those first responders, especially the police chief, and you show them an introduction. You show them a demonstration of your product. But more importantly, you let them know your first and last name, what business you work with, show them your license, okay? And then more importantly, ask them if a permit is required for the type of business that you're going to be doing door to door. Every community is different, and there are different ordinances, okay, that are in place that could change the way you can operate door to door. And it's always a great idea to get out in front of these things for 2 very specific reasons. Number 1, what do you think is going to happen when those first 2 doors that you knock on, especially in a neighborhood that you're not familiar with? They're going to do what? They're probably going to call the police and ask, has anyone called in and inquired about a mysterious man going door to door selling insurance? I'm using insurance as an example here, okay, guys? So when they get that call, right, the police chief, all right, has already met with you and has probably already outlined that to the officers. If not, he's also going to be able to hear that call on the radio and respond to it accordingly. Here's what this does. It now gives you even more credibility because you seeked out, okay, the solution to the problem before it happened, okay? The second key reason for that is that now you're accessible to the entire community. You are now becoming accessible to the entire community, and here's what I mean by accessibility. The key to door-to-door sales is not that door-to-door sale. It's the referrals and the future sales that you can get from all those door-to-door knockabilities. Okay, I call them knockabilities because they're not opportunities, they're knockabilities. Okay, you have to knock. You have to knock in order to secure those things. All right. Number 3. All right. When you knock on that door, take 3 steps back, okay, or a 3-foot rule as they call it, and introduce yourself. All right. You want to introduce yourself simply by stating, hi, my name is Matt Crane with X, Y, and Z Insurance. I'm the gentleman that's going throughout the neighborhood talking with all of the neighbors regarding their health, life, and their supplemental insurances. I hate to say this, but I only have a few minutes of time, okay? Do you have a place we can sit down? And here's what I want you to see. Number 1, okay? You introduced yourself. You let them know exactly your specific reason for being there. And you also let them know that you've been going around to all the neighbors in the neighborhood. Okay? But what I did was when I said I only have a few minutes of time, I started eliminating objections. I said I only have a few minutes of time. I pointed to my watch, which made them look at my watch, okay? And now that eliminated the time objection. The second thing that I did was I acted as if I was wiping my feet, okay, and you can see me moving this way, okay, on whether they had a doormat or not. That is a sign of welcome, okay? That's a sign of me being able to gain entrance, okay? And what I was able to do from that was point over their shoulder into the door that was opened, and it created what? Another action. They turned around and probably looked to the area that we were going to walk into. And it's natural for them just to proceed with, okay, yeah, sure, come on in. Okay? Tip number 4, the rebuttal. If they happen to say, well, I'm not for sure what this is about, then you don't want to do anything, okay? Don't get flustered or nervous or reactive, okay? You simply just want to take another step back, all right? Take another step back, okay? Look up, smile, and say, oh, I am so sorry. You haven't heard of me yet? And if when they naturally say, well, no. Oh, okay, well, I was actually across the street with the Thompsons there. And I happened to see that you were home, and I wanted to come by and just let you know that once again, my name is Matt Crane from X, Y, and Z Insurance. I'm the gentleman that's in the neighborhood talking with all your neighbors regarding their health, life, and supplemental insurances. And I hate to say this, but I do have a lot of people to meet today, and I want to make sure that I don't skip over you because it might not be allowable for me to come back. But I only have a few minutes. Is there a place we can sit down? You created what? Okay? You didn't reinvent the wheel. You didn't show that nervousness or that incompetency of what you were doing there. All you did was incorporate a rebuttal in your original elevator pitch or your original introduction. More times than not, okay, they're going to welcome you in. All right? So tip number 5, okay? And I put this at the very end because this is the most important. So through that process, okay, you should have a notepad, a legal pad, okay? This one just happens to be written on, okay? And through that notepad or legal pad, you should have already taken a tour of the neighborhood. You know exactly what neighborhoods you're going to go to. You know exactly what neighborhoods you're going to try to do your door-to-door sales for that particular time period. You should take your legal pad, okay? I would turn it horizontal. And literally take a pen or a pencil. I prefer a pencil because you always have to make updates. And you want to outline a map, okay, with cross streets, with stop signs. But you want to also outline the homes, the number of the homes, and you want to start making quick notes. Blue Toyota, pickup truck in the driveway, basketball goal in the driveway, no vehicles home, okay, Tennessee Titans flag hanging out front of the house, right? And what you're doing, okay, is you're picking up, all right, third-party references that you can make to every homeowner when they answer the door. But more importantly, okay, let's say, for instance, that you're shut down at house number 1. Instead of saying, hey, who's your next door neighbor, all right, all you simply want to say is, hey, thank you so much for taking some time. I apologize that we weren't able to sit down today. I do have to hit this neighborhood pretty hard. I was wondering, the Tennessee Titans fans next door, are they home right now? Okay? And what you're doing is you're creating, okay, in their mind, oh, you know that they're Tennessee Titans fans? It's not going to be second nature for them to say, oh, yeah, the flag hanging out there. They're just going to know that you said Tennessee Titans fan, and more times than not, they're going to say, oh, you talking about Tom and Tina? Yeah, boom. Now you've got 2 names right away, and you're creating conversation. Don't ever let any opportunity door to door not turn into an opportunity for another knockable situation. You have to walk away from every door to door with either a sale or 5 more people that you can go and present your sale opportunity to. I'm Matt Crane. I am your business coach with the most intensity, integrity, and insomnia in the game today. But more importantly, I'm your nephew, your boy, M-A-T-T. Make sure you're following me, okay, across the platform on social media at Matt Crane 10X. I'm on Periscope at The Citizen Crane. And You can always find out how to book me for your next motivational speaking at your business, or how I can get in front of your business or your business entity and discuss everything that we need to know, that you need to know, on how to make your business thrive and how to make your business drive. You can do that by emailing info@robertmatthewcrane.com. And guys, remember this: it's all about the intensity, the integrity, and the insomnia. Be the storm, not the calm before it. Have a great day. Thanks. Talk to you soon.